Welcome to the Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. As you guys know, I'm on the last leg of all of this, all of these harrowing things that are happening to all of my electronics. It really is a lot, and I'm trying to get through it. But that's why I've been a little spotty on the podcasting and such. I definitely committed to doing, daily podcasting. I said that I wanted to do it for 2022, and I want to continue to do that. The end of September has been kind of a roller coaster. There's been so much going on. Especially with all these hiccups, with all this technical difficulties and things like that. So I did not get to complete September. I could catch up all, coming into the beginning of October. I don't know. I got to see how many episodes left that I would have to do. And I may just bang out, back-to-back episodes. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely, there's been crazy things going on in the news. The world just seems like it's just tipped on its axis. People are just, they're just out of their minds. Folks are just, they're not dialed in or tuned in to their soul, spiritually. No one is as mindful or prayerful as they should be, and you can feel it. It's not just here in the States, but it's literally all over the world. If you look at the international news, it's just, it's jarring at times, So I just want to come on with a good word, just to tell people to stay the course and don't worry about all that's going on around you. I know that's a very hard thing to say. Obviously, that's probably not something you can say to people who are in Ukraine or some of these countries with these militias sparking up all over the place. I know it's a tough thing, but there is better coming. There is way better coming. You will think you would have gone through stuff. You have fell down 10 times. What's the saying? Fall 7, get up 8. It really has been tough. And I know that. I felt it, with my own personal things and work stuff and all of that. So I know that people who are going through way bigger things than I are really trying to process. And for all those people that never mention what they go through, I have this podcast that I can kind of come and vent and talk about certain things, but for the people that don't have an outlet or don't know how to express themselves and they just bottle everything up, I feel you. I see you. You are not forgotten. We have to remember that. That's definitely that's actually one of my favorite songs from Israel and New Breed. Is the song is called "I Am Not Forgotten." And if you read the lyrics of that song, it's like, I'm not forgotten. God knows my name. Don't worry about people or rooms or places and spaces that you think you should be and people shun you and don't think that you belong there. Trust and believe. You will be in the spaces and the places where you are supposed to be. When God says you will be. Okay? Because ain't nobody gonna stop God from moving on your behalf when it is time. Now, you cannot rush things, because we may want to do things in a certain season, and God said, you know what, this is not the season for that. And we have to learn how to tap into that and understand. If you're having a tough time getting over this constant hill and battle, that may be one you want to put down for a minute, let that cool off, and then go work on something else, and then come back to that with a fresh mind, with fresh ideas, whatever it is. It could be a work thing, it could be a personal thing, it could be a family thing, whatever it is. Sometimes you have to let the battle go for a moment, go clear your minds, and then come back with fresh eyes. Like they say when people have fresh eyes on things, it just means that you come back with a clearer head, maybe even a sharper vision than you had before. Sometimes we just keep going and going and going. We're like a freight train just coming through, keep going and not taking a moment to break, to do something different than what we're used to doing. So this is just an encouraging word for people. I know I come with the encouraging word every so often on the podcast, but I felt it was time, because this whole Mercury retrograde, I don't even really know all them, I don't really pay attention to all them things, but it was a mess. And it's still in repair right now. So, just be encouraged, and don't worry about where people put you. Worry about where God is placing you. And I'm telling you, your life will be so different. So different. All right, you guys. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Pass it along to somebody that you know would just absolutely vibe. Okay? Because we are a vibe over here. Okay? And connect with me on Instagram. It's my most active social media. Child, don't try to talk to me on Twitter, because I ain't talking to nobody on Twitter. I saw messages in my Twitter DM that were like 3 years old. I'm sorry. I do not. First of all, I don't really do DM for business at all. Not even say I don't really. I just don't do DM for business. DM is like, hello, pleasantries or whatever. And then it's time for us to get on the email. It's time for us to get on a Zoom call. We talking business. So I really apologize to those folks. And oddly enough, they were still following me. Really, on Twitter, to be honest, all I do is just retweet things that I love. It's very rare for me to actually write tweets out on there. I just try to retweet information. It's more of like almost like a news blog. I retweet a lot of weather stuff and, local things happening in different cities, things like that. So Twitter that's not the place to connect with me. You want to connect with me and you want to see what I'm posting or whatever, I'm definitely going to get on my posting grind. Okay, I'm getting on my posting grind. I'm switching up stuff for October as we usher October in. I got some things coming down the pipe that I don't think a lot of people are going to be expecting. So just stay tuned for some new stuff, okay? So connect with me on my Instagram at Onyx Queen Media, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. tinyurl.com/onyx honey. Start saving right now.